Okay.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the garden. I am moving the doggone cabbage, y'all. If you are new to my channel, my name is Tisha. I have a camera person today, so I'm kind of hands-free. My baby's filming me, so she's off camera. Thank you, baby. Anyway, we're moving these cabbages, y'all. So right now I'm just doing the soil, the dirt. Got some blood meal, some worm castings. We got some of these things here. So just in case if you was wondering, the things that I fertilize with, my ducks are out here. I know you've probably seen some, and usually when I film, I'm filming myself, so sometimes it's backwards, but if you are curious, I use Earth Science blood meal. These are my worm castings. Now I have worms in my compost, but they hide from me, so I rarely see them, but I can tell where they've been. So sometimes I do use that area of my compost to start my new plants and stuff like that. So I also use my shake and feed. This is for my avocado and mango trees. I give it some to the banana sometimes too, but it's mainly for like citrus, and that's when I seed start with my avocado seeds. And then I also use Joe's Organics for vegetable and tomato. But we're doing a mix here because we're also doing our first seed drop for this year, because the last one we did in December before I had got sick. So we're doing our second seed drop for the month of March, because it is March 1st. And I'm going to film some of that, so because we have a lot to do. So here we go. With this, many of you have seen these containers already, and we got to move these cabbages, y'all. So I did a count. There is 3 more in here. We moved the purple cabbage. That's over there by itself already. It's doing pretty okay. I moved that one first just to see how it would do as a test. And so far, it looks like it's okay. So now what we're going to do is move the other ones. So what we've put in here, this has a mixture of regular garden soil, my Miracle-Gro potting soil. I have a mix of that. I have some worm casting. We've given it some blood meal. And as you all know, I don't spray my plants, but I did have to put some 7 in here because there was a lot of bug activity. And if you go back to our December seed drop, when we did drop these were the 2 that nothing happened. Only my cabbages grew. All my peppers I planted in here, everything. It was a lot of little bugs. I don't know where they came from, but it looks like that's what ate up my seeds. So I did have to treat it just a little bit. So I did use the 7. This is about the only thing I've ever put in my garden if I need it, because of the bug activity. Other than that, you guys know I don't spray my fruits and veggies. I just let everything be. That's it. So I try to be as organic as possible. So that's what we have in here. To calm down some of that bug activity, I did sprinkle some in here just to treat the soil, but they should be okay now after that, and we're going to cross our fingers. So with this, we're just going to move the cabbages. We've already mixed everything in. We've watered the soil. We got everything going. And then after that, when you see them here, they'll be moved. But we got to do a little manual activity here. So we're going to break for just a moment and move those over. Okay? Oh, all right, y'all. So we moved those cabbages. As you can see, we have 1 here, 1 there, and 1 here. So this was the last little baby. We hope that this will make it, because I got a little leaf miner activity on here. It's kind of all over this one because it's the smallest one. They were literally joined together. So we're going to be careful with this one. I hope that it makes it, because like I said, out of all those seeds we dropped, I got 4 cabbages. And if you saw my December seed drop, we dropped a lot of seeds. So there you go. I mean, the more seeds you drop, then you just have to, if you're doing 8 plants, then know that you'll probably get 4. So it's just a lesson learned. I am going to do a separate video at some point in time here to show and talk about all of my garden fails, because as a new gardener, that's good information to share. And don't get in your feelings if something don't grow. It's not that you did anything wrong, just sometimes they just don't do that. But if you've done everything as far as soil maintenance, giving nutrition, if you've done your fertilizing, sometimes the seeds don't germinate, and it's not you. Sometimes it's just the actual seed. So I know for sure I dropped probably about 20 seeds, and I got 4 plants. So there you go. And the bok choy, we're gonna plant some more today. However, I know I put at least 6 to 8 seeds, and I got 1 bok choy. 1. So, which went to seed when we got sick. So I'm gonna share that with you. I did do in a video last year about my onions bolting and going to seed, what to look for. So I have the seed pods from my bok choy. So if you've never seen a bok choy go to seed, I'll share that with you. They are ready to go. The bok choy, we didn't end up eating it because it did go to seed. However, it gave us quite a few seeds, so we're gonna replant some of those, and hopefully we get a good germination on those seeds. Okay. All right. So this was the pot where all of them took off. There's some roots in here from the cabbage, so we cleared out a little bit of that. I did treat for the bugs because there was a lot of bug activity in here. I don't mind the bug activity, but these particular bugs are the same ones that were in the soil where the seeds did not make it. So they weren't there when I planted them. They came from somewhere, I don't know. So we went ahead and just sprinkled a little bit of 7 in there just to treat that. We're gonna top in some potting soil. Some more just to, you know, have that in there. The soil is moist already, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of water to it. It was already moist from watering that I did throughout the week. So we just want to make sure that this baby doesn't miss a beat over here with nutrients. You want to come in some? So we're mixing everything together just to make sure it's nice and consistent. We don't want any dry pockets in there. And then we're gonna check on them. Hopefully they do really good. I know that purple one loves rainwater. I don't know when we're gonna get rain again. But, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, so we're gonna make a little hole here. Try to loosen it up a little bit because I don't want it to feel like it's restricted in there. All right. And then we're gonna plant our little baby. Hopefully you make it, dear. We're giving you blessings, honey. You gotta make it, you gotta make it. So we're gonna drop that right on in there. And we're gonna put the soil around it, just to kind of secure it in there. And hopefully it perked right back up and we get us a nice big cabbage from this. I'm a little late to the party, but you know, we trying, y'all, we trying. All right, that baby should be nice and secure. There it is. So now we have 4 cabbages. We are actually getting ready to drop seeds. So I'm gonna organize my seeds real quick and then we're gonna come back. All right, y'all, we are back. Okay, so as promised, you know, this baby has been hanging in here. This was a volunteer. This was a planter pot that I had my bok choy in. And I saw it was avocado seed. If you go back to that video, it was avocado seed in there. And I was like, you know what? Just leave it. If it grows, then I'll just pull it out at some point in time. Well, it grew. So this is a volunteer avocado. I was joking when I said it, but it actually did grow. So what I'm gonna do, this thing has been in this pot for the longest. I'm trying to not uproot and disturb its life, but it has to go on the ground, okay? So what I'm going to do, these were the original leaves here. I'm gonna go ahead and take them because they don't need them anymore. I mean, they are literally, if you feel they're crunchy, they're hard. These are all new leaves that have grown since it's been here. So what I'm going to do now is transfer it to a pot. I would put it in the ground, but I want to make sure that it's nice and ready to go, and I don't want to shock it too much. So we're going to take some of the soil that is used to, add some worm casting to it. We're also going to add some of the shake and feed. This is for avocado trees, so we're going to do that. we're gonna do some potting soil. We're gonna do a little mix, a little concoction, and then we're gonna move this avocado out of here, and we're gonna put some more pak choi in here. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we prepared the pot for our lovely avocado seed. So we have some potting soil in here. We have the shake and feed for the avocado trees. We put that in there, and we add a little bit of bone. This is blood meal. We add a little bit of blood meal in there. I had to dig for the seed, y'all. So look at this beauty. The roots are way down in here, so I had to like really pull it up, and I think I missed one little area. Let me try to get that, because they are deep in this pot. It's been in here forever. Look at this, y'all. Just in case if you've never seen it. So we're gonna plant that baby right on in here. Try to give it as much room to grow as possible, and without uprooting his life too much. Okay, so while it's sitting still, I'm gonna take some of the dirt that it's used to. We're gonna put that in there, some of that soil, because apparently it liked it. Okay. All right, and then we are going to put some more potty mix right on top. We're gonna give this baby a prayer and let it go. And let's see what it does, y'all. We wanted to make it because the stronger this tree is upon transplant, the better off it'll be for us. So, all right, we finally got them out of there. We're gonna give her some water, and let's watch and wait. Hopefully this doesn't disturb it too much. That's all we can hope for, y'all. All right, there we go. Avocado is out of there. All right, so now what are we gonna do with this? Okay, so since the pak choi did so good and so well in here, we're gonna go ahead and pre-prep this soil again. As you can see, it has lots of stuff. It still has the eggshells and all that stuff. And as for those who save their eggshells, this has been in here for a while and they have not broken down. So it's still okay. At some point they will, but they take a little bit longer. So for those of you that are using your eggshells, my suggestion would be to let them dry out. You can ground them into a powder and use them as calcium in your garden. You can do that. I've heard of people baking their eggshells and doing that, or just letting them dry out and just pulsating them, you know. So however you want to do it, there's no wrong way to do it. The eggs can still, the eggshells benefit in your garden for the calcium. So whatever you decide to do that. Me, when I first did this, I just threw them in here. But as you can see, they've been in here for months, and they still look the same as the day I broke them off and put them in here. So if you want the instant benefit, dry them, ground them, bake them, ground them, whatever you want to do, and you can just make it like a dust, and that's your calcium for your garden. Okay, so anyway, I'm just digging in here to make sure there's no more avocado seeds in here. I did enjoy growing my bok choy in here. It did very well. I have still some roots in here from the first one that did grow. So I'm just digging in here and just prepping the soil, that's all. So we got that. This is actually still pretty moist, so I am going to add some of my potty mix to it, and then I'm going to add some of the Job's organic for vegetable. We're going to put some of that in there. This stuff smells, y'all. Oh my God. Woo. It smells terrible. I'm not going to lie to you. It smells horrible, but it works. Okay, so enough of my facial expressions. We're gonna go ahead and put some of this potting mix in here, and then we're gonna find the seeds that we want to put in here. So I say we're gonna do some pak choi, and I think that's all I'm gonna put in here. That did very well, and I enjoyed it growing in here. So, and again, like I said, it did very well. So all right, y'all, so now that we've taken care of our avocado plant, I added some, as you saw, I added some potting mix in here. We added blood meal, and we added some of the Job's tomato and vegetable fertilizer inside this pot. So this is what it looks like now. So the bok choy that was in here, it loved being in here for some reason. So because of that, we're just going to keep it the same way. So the plant that you all saw that was so nice and pretty, before I could even harvest it to cook it, it went to seed while I was out with the flu. So it gave off these nice pretty little flowers, okay? And I was like, well, it's already going to seed, so let me just let it go to seed. And it did. So if you've never seen a bok choy seed pod, this is what it looks like. So the stalk came up, you know, these are the old leaves for the bok choy, and then all the flowers ended up turning into these little beauties, and all those pods have seeds in them. Okay, so we're going to harvest all those seeds. We're going to keep some and we're going to plant some, and that's going to be our next set of bok choy. So if you want to come in and look, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the pods off. Mind you, I've never grown bok choy, so because of that, I've never seen one go to seed. So usually when I see it, it's going in my plate in a frying pan or something. So we're gonna harvest all these seeds out of here. You see how your plants love you? They grow and they give it right back to you. So if you don't do anything with it, it's gonna give you something so you can plant the next time. Look at the little baby one even got seeds in there. We're gonna get that too. All right. So, here are all the seed pods. We're going to open this up very gently so y'all can see the little seeds in here. I know my nails need to be done, y'all. Don't say nothing. Look at all those seeds in there, y'all. Just beautiful. Y'all see them?
Yeah.
And we're gonna plant those. Gotta have a steady little hand with these. But look at those beautiful seeds. So instead of you running back to the store, sometimes you might have to sacrifice a plant just for the seeds itself, because they will give it to you. Look at that, all those beautiful seeds. So we're gonna take those and we're gonna plant them. I'm gonna use something less sharp. I love my little tools I got in here. This is a little bit more softer. Get those out of there. I purposely did not get my nails done yet because I knew I was gonna be out here in this garden. So we just gonna wait, get this out of the way so I can get my nails done again. Lexi, if you watching, girl, you see this mess. Need the nails done, need the nails done. All right, so we're gonna get these out of here, but I just wanted you to see that if you take care of your plants and love on them a little bit, they'll give you more food and the opportunity to grow more. Look at those seeds. And we still got a lot to go, so we're gonna take time and harvest all these. But what I would like for you to see is the seeds here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna plant these, and we're also gonna plant some from my pack, my seed pack, and to see which one grows the fastest. That's just a little competition I'm gonna have in the garden, but I wanna see if these take off and germinate as fast as the actual seed pack. So we're gonna do that, and let's see what happens, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I still got my sign for bok choy. I'm gonna put the sign for these, and the other ones I'm just gonna plant in there, and let's see who germinates first. Okay, all right, so let's get the seed dropping. I'm gonna grab my bok choy seeds and then we're gonna get busy here. Okay, y'all, so look at the comparison in seeds. This is from my seed pack that I planted before. Look at my seeds here, and then look at my seeds from my plant. They are a little smaller. So I'm gonna plant all of those, and I'm gonna plant all of these, because last time we dropped them, remember, we planted a whole bunch of seeds and we only got one plant. So I just think that the more we plant here, the more opportunity we'll have to get more plants. So that's what I'm going to do. Gently put these in the soil here. And I'm dropping them. I can't see them anymore, obviously. So I'd say it's probably about, I'd say about 8 to 9, maybe 10 of these. I'm just looking at them.
In one pod.
That was in one pod, yeah. So I'm taking all of those and putting them in here. They are a lot smaller than the ones that I have here. So it may be a different type. I think this is the one that I planted, but I'm not for sure the first time. So I'm just dropping them all in here. And then these came out of the seed pack, so that's what I'm gonna put there. So we're taking all these seeds here. We're putting them all in there. And let's see who germinates first. I'm really curious. So these, I'm just gonna drop them wherever they go. I'm not putting them in any kind of order, because as soon as they sprout, we're gonna start separating them out. All right, they are lost in the sauce. I can't see them, so we're just gonna leave that alone. What I am gonna do though is shake a little bit of soil over them, the potting mix. And then before we go in, we'll see if it's gonna rain. We'll put some more water on top. But this is just to give them a light cover over them. Just to protect them. Okay? All right, that's it. That's the pak choi. So we're gonna tidy up here a little bit. And then we have a lot of seeds to drop, y'all. We're dropping peppers, we're dropping lettuce, we're dropping, I mean, you name it, they're out here. We're just dropping seeds, okay? And I don't have any little seed cell pods, but what I am gonna do is use my recycled eggshells container, and that's what we're going to plant these in, okay? That's what we're doing, y'all. So let's get organized and I'll be right back. All right, we ready to plant some seeds, y'all. So this look a little crazy, but it's all good. What we're doing now, I'm recycling my eggshell container. It is compostable, so what I'm doing now is I added some soil to this, and I'm just going to drop all my seeds in here. We are not playing, we seed dropping today. Seed dropping. Hopefully it stays pretty moist in here. We double packed it underneath. I just needed just a spot to put them in, because once it's done, I'm going to pull all of them out as soon as they start sprouting. Okay. We have another grow bin that I am going to put together with my help here. And then we're going to do that back here next to the other one. And then I do have a nice little area that I've kind of mapped out a little bit. So we may do something different there. I may drop some flowers or something there, maybe some echinacea, something to help bring the bees and keep them interested on this side of the house. So if you've watched me from the beginning, you know that was a challenge in the beginning, because I had nothing over there to offer them except for some sweet potatoes. So now we have marigold over there. We have the vervain plant with all the nice pretty flowers that makes wonderful tea, but the bees love them. We had one on this side of the house where I have all my other tea type plants. But now that we have it over there, the bees have been coming. The bumblebee really loves it. So we want to get different types of bees. I've had the bumblebee, the regular honeybee, and then I saw the, they call it a money green bee. I did see that bee. So we want to give them a little bit of variety, and I want to try to get some butterflies interested in the area too. So we have some other types of flowers and wildflowers we're going to try to plant on this side as well. So, but right now, these are the seeds that we're dropping. If you want to come take a look, this is what we're doing. So we are, and this is new to the garden, y'all, because you know, I like these things, but I haven't grown them yet. So we're doing some eggplant. We have lettuce, the butter crunch. We have Roma tomatoes, carrots, cucumbers for pickling, Swiss chard, sweet bell pepper. You know, we planted these peppers, y'all. I don't know how many times I've dropped these peppers. These peppers have not grown, not even nothing. We're gonna try it again. We'll try this again. All right, so we got our sweet bell pepper. We have radishes, we have cayenne. I do have cayenne back there, but I didn't harvest anything from it because At the time when they started growing, we had Hurricane Milton. So that plant is actually on a rebound. I'll take you over there so you can take a look at it. It looked like it was dying, but it has all these new leaves on there. So I'm hoping to get a nice cayenne pepper harvest so I can make my own cayenne pepper sauce. All right, and then we have broccoli rabe, which is new to the garden. We have regular broccoli. We got sweet peas. It looks like I'm gonna be on my own with these sweet peas because don't nobody in my house like them. But I love sweet peas. I think they're wonderful. So this will be just my plant all by myself. So as my kids say, by my own self, this is gonna be by my own self. Those gonna be mine. And then spinach, which we eat spinach almost every day. We eat spinach with eggs. I haven't made I need a smoothie today. I haven't made a spinach smoothie in a while. But we eat spinach almost every day. So we definitely have to have that. So we stopped buying it. We got our own. And then this time, y'all, we planted that sugar baby watermelon, okay? That sugar baby watermelon gave us 2 beautiful watermelons, and freaking Hurricane Tropical Storm Debbie at the time took my watermelon plant. So we're gonna try it again. So we're planting sugar baby watermelons. I did bring in 3 new watermelons. They should be pretty nice size, not too big that my garden can't handle it. So I'm gonna try a crimson sweet. We're gonna try a nice tender sweet watermelon, and then a yellow petite watermelon. If you have never seen those before, I think they're beautiful. I've had this one before. This is a crimson sweet. I've never had this before, so I want to try it. This is a tender sweet. And then we have the yellow petite, which I've never tried before. So I'm looking forward to eating all of these. So we got to say a special garden blessing because we need some watermelon, y'all. I want to enjoy this during the summer. I got to have it. So the other thing that we're doing, this is a little off for us, but I went to see my Aunt Valerie. Hi, Auntie. She has the most amazing garden, y'all. One of these days I'm gonna ask her permission to see if she'll let me give you all a nice little tour. Beautiful garden, like everything's so organized. It's absolutely amazing. She has strawberries that are so yummy looking. So we're gonna try to do some strawberries. I'm just doing it from strawberry cuttings that I have from the house. So that's gonna be new. As soon as they start, I'm gonna have to have somewhere for them to climb. So I gotta get busy and putting something together for them because they're gonna need space to grow. So we're doing the strawberries. I do have blueberries, but we are not doing that today, y'all. That's gonna be another video. We're gonna do that separate because we gotta replant our onions because whatever ate the seeds over here, our onions did not take off. And speaking of onions, I have to pause for just a minute. Let me tell y'all something. If I find that bunny, if I find the mole, if I find whoever ate my onion, I only had one. If you look back at my video next to the collard greens, which was originally supposed to be an onion area before Hurricane Milton, I planted onions there. Only one made it. It was my Walla Walla onion. And it was getting big. If you go back, you'll see it. It is completely gone. Something ate my onion, y'all. I'm not happy about this. Okay, I don't mind sharing with the critters, but y'all can't just eat up my stuff. Okay, so we're gonna try our onions again. I had to vent for a second. We're gonna try the onions again. We're gonna do that on another video, so it'll be like a part 2 to this because we're not doing it today. We want to get these done. This is the most important, to get these done, get them ready, and see what happens, y'all. We're just gonna cross our fingers because it's about time. Okay, and I have one more thing that I'm going to do today. My husband actually gave me a tip. If you've seen me plant garlic before, I just took the little garlic clove when it started sprouting and dropped it in the ground. Apparently that didn't work. So my husband was like, hey, why don't you take the bulb and sit in some water and let it root? Well, I did that. And look, we have roots on our garlic. So we are going to plant our garlic today. Now, I sat this in water. It sat for a week. Within a week, y'all, you see the roots. It's just like scallion. You just give it the water, it will grow. So now that we have the roots for the garlic, we're gonna plant these. And now let's see if we get some garlic, y'all. It's all right? All right. That's what we are doing. Seed drop, March. Seed drop, March. We're doing this, okay? So we're gonna drop all these seeds, and then when you see me again, we're gonna be dropping some wildflowers. I am not putting signs for these. I just need a nice little flower area. We'll take a tour here in a minute, and I'll show you exactly where we're planting them. Where my big tomato plant is, where the corn was that died, we dug all that out. We're gonna add some soil to it, give it some nutrients, and then we're just gonna make that a nice little wildflower mix of flowers. So what we're putting in that area, let me show you. So we're gonna plant some snapdragons. We got some zinnias. We have echinacea. Just a nice little perennial wildflower mix. And then of course we're gonna have some chamomile. Now what I may do, because this is gonna be, I'm using this for medicinal purposes, I may take my chamomile and put it on the other side with my tea section. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one. So we won't do this today. When we get over there, we'll do all of that together. But these we're gonna have over here, and hopefully that'll entice the bees to, you know, want to hang out a little bit longer in the garden. Okay. All right. Oh, and we are dropping some more butternut squash seeds. That's going straight in the ground. If you know me, you already know I'm not putting that in a pot. I'm not decorating with nothing. That's just going in the ground. We know where it's going, and that's it. So we're doing some more butternut squash. I was going to use my seeds, but I think this one's a little bit different. This is a Waltham. Never heard of this one before. I don't know how huge this is going to get, but we're going to see. It says easy to grow, so if it's as easy as my last butternut squash, that means we might get a better harvest, more than just one. Which was really delicious, by the way, and I did save the seeds from that. But I want to try this and see what we get. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Let's seed drop, and then we're going to go back here. All right, y'all, so we dropped a lot of seeds. So I'm hoping that we get something. We got to get something, y'all. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to get through. So as my camera person is going to take you over here to see everything that we planted. Like, I mean, guys, we got everything planted. We started some nice seeds. So as these start to germinate and sprout up, I am going to take them out and put them in our second grow bed. So you got your strawberries, your watermelons, your everything.
Choy.
Here we got bok choy. Then you have all of the cabbages.
Yep, purple.
And remember the green now. We had a Copenhagen, we had Chinese cabbage. So there could be, I don't know who's just yet.
These are blueberries.
Okay, we got some blueberries down there that we planted. We got our transplant avocado volunteer plant.
The bell peppers over here.
And the bell peppers are over there too. So yeah, we got quite a few things going on. And then now we're over here from my kitchen. We have a bulb of garlic. So trial and error. If you see me do this, you know I've tried. Garlic is sometimes easy for some and difficult for others. I know that my first time I just saw something sprout in my pantry and I just took it out, threw it in the ground. It did not make it. I tried it again. It did not make it. So I'm hoping this time, with the advice from my wonderful husband, I have rooted this in some water for about a week. Okay. So now we're going to just cut through the skin here and see what's inside. I know some of this looks a little crazy for some. Some of these did not make it. So we're doing raw video. So I'm gonna show you what happened. Look here. So we got roots. This one spoiled. The ones that did not spoil, we're gonna take those and plant them. See the roots on the bottom? We're gonna take the ones that rooted that did not spoil out, and we're gonna plant them. Now, to leave the skin on or not, it's really up to you. I'm taking it off partially and leaving some on the back side, and that's how I'm going to plant them in, root side down, into my pot. Okay, all of these didn't make it, and I didn't think they were, but for the ones that did, that's what we're planting. Okay, so I mean, hey, it's a whole bulb in here. I'm hoping if I get about 5 plants, I'll be content with that, because I know those 5, if they take off, then I know I'll have sufficient garlic to keep planting. See the roots? Okay, so that's what we want. Root side down. Let's see how many we can get. These don't have any. These have roots, so let's see how many made it from here. There's one. Nice. That's a good one. Let's see what happens, y'all. We gotta try. We gotta try. If we don't try, we don't know. And I would tell you the bug business out here, oh, these bugs are ridiculous. The little flies and gnats, because they smell this garlic and all kinds of stuff. They are terrible out here, honey. Okay, so let's chop this little piece off right here. This is almost perfect. Let me get that out of there. See if we can, oop. This had the most roots on it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this one does. Put that right on in there. Secure spot, and let's see. We're gonna watch them. Here's the other one that had a nice root on it, so this one should do very well. We're definitely got to wash our gloves after this. Oh my God. Look at that one. Okay. We gotta try. We gotta keep trying. So if this method works for me, then hey, it's still the cool time of the year. Oh, there's one more in here with root. Oh, it didn't make it, y'all. Oh, that's terrible. But there's one next to it that did. So we're gonna take that. See how that rotted out? You win some, you lose some. Definitely gonna have to wash these gloves. And this is my first time using them. Oh, look. All right, look at that. We got a little bit of root, so we're gonna take that one too. All right, y'all, so we got garlic in the house. Hopefully we get us a nice harvest off of this. I just hope they make it. The temperature looks like it's dropping today, so it feels wonderful out here to me, because you know, usually when I'm out here, it's stifling. So the little remnants that's left over, this did not take root, but I'm gonna try to stick this one in here because it looked like it might be a good one too. Let's see what it does. This one got a little root on it, so we're gonna take that too. I'll take that too. They're a little close together, but they've been close together all this time, so it should be all right. All right, and then I'm gonna put some more soil on top of this. This soil is nice and moist already. And again, we prepped this soil with some of the potty mix. We put some blood meal in here, and I believe we added a little bit of Job's in here for tomato and garlic, garden vegetable.
No.
Did we not? We didn't put any
Just
Job's
blood
in here?
meal.
Okay, so just the blood meal and the potty mix. So that's what we have in here. I'm gonna put a little bit more on top to secure the spot, to hold them in place, just in case we get a little bit of rain. And that's it. From one bulb of garlic, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants. Let's see what it does. All right, so that's that. Now, let's finish this up. I'm gonna wrap this up, put some more soil on top, and then we're gonna take the tour back here. And listen, I'm just dropping flower seeds. I'm not putting them in no type of order. That's just for my bees. So I don't really care how they grow. I just need them to grow. So we're gonna make space over next to where the corn was before, next to my big tomato plant, if you're familiar with my garden. If you're not, I'm gonna show you. So that's what we're gonna do next. Let me finish this and then we're going over there.
Collard greens. Tree of life.
And then
This is for the corn.
I need potting soil and I need garden soil.
Tomatoes. I don't know what's in there yet. Mommy can explain. Sweet potatoes are those leaves down there. These are marigolds. Wildflowers and whatever kind of flowers you just threw or she threw are going in there. Obviously, tomatoes. We have tomatoes, guys. This is just the open space that we put compost. Green onion. Our green onion's doing what it do. I don't know what that plant is right there. But we have 4 pineapples. So there's 1. And then there's 3 over here. That one back there is our biggest one, as you can tell. Over here, we have mostly tea and whatnot. We just planted strawberries in there today. But this is, I think, vervain. I'm not sure. Or it's something. You have to ask my mom. These are our peppers. I don't know what that is either. My bad. This is the tree of life again. Here's another plant that I'm not giraffe. Here's avocado. That is here. And then we're going to take to our trees. Tree. This is the lemon tree that we actually have bananas on. They are hiding. There they are. Mango.